Hey, what's up all your morning peoples? How you doing? Welcome to my early buddies there. We got ourselves a Jeremy, a Sherry, a Jenny, as well as Everett and Lisa. How you guys doing this morning? I got myself my hot chocolate. Yay! I've been saving the very little bits of the last of the dust on the bottom of the bucket. So for the mornings I needed it, and I needed it this morning. I had woken up with a frog in my throat today. I tell you, too much talking lately. But, guys, we got about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to get our drinks, get our snacks, get our butts in the comfiest position so we can kick back, relax, unwind, and enjoy today's episode. I tell you, this series has been going on for a long time on the channel. I'm so glad to see that everybody's still showing up for it. So, good morning to everyone today. I hope that, I guess it now could be good afternoon for some of you folk in the North America on that eastern seaboard area. So I hope that you're all ready to have your lunch. If you're not, you've had your breakfast. My puppy has had her breakfast already and put herself back to bed. She got up with me. She walked around, she had some breakfast, and she's like, okay, I went outside. And she went outside, and she says, I'm going back to bed, Dad. And she just crawled into the bed underneath the desk. She saw the green screen, and she just kind of curled up, and she just whined a little bit. So I threw the blanket on her, and now she's just snoring logs. You guys can probably hear that, and she's just going to town. She's exhausted. Nice. Doing yourself a play-along today, Everett? Excellent. It's Everett. Right? Everett. Yeah, okay. I have a friend whose name is Everest, so I have to mentally see the name in order to make sure I say it correctly. My apologies. So what are we doing today? Well, the same thing that we're probably going to be doing until about the middle of July. We're going to see if we can try to afford that picker truck here by doing some odd jobs and that, but we're done doing sheep missions. I'm not going to do sheep missions. But we're done doing the what the heck do you call it, the mowing missions. It's causing us to waste more money than we're making. We're done doing pretty much anything other than the rebuild missions. It's just not worth it for us. It's just not worth trying to even do these transport missions. It's really poorly balanced. Chop GG. Yeah, we're almost on it. We got like another 10 seconds left here. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning. Oh, nice, Lisa. You and the kitties just all hanging out. You gotta love it. Get back into the game, shall we? Alright, I'll get the game loading here while we wait. Let's see if it's going to take. See if it'll take on the loading screen. Come on, you can do it. Hey, it did. Sweet. I did say it, Everett, right? Okay, perfect. Alright, good. Gotta give respect to those who show respect to me, right? So that's one of the things that I'm big on. Trying to pronounce names properly. Do it very sporadically. Do I ever get it correct? But I try. Like Cloyd, when he comes in here, I used to call him Cloyad. It's Cloyd, isn't like Floyd. Like, oh, whoops, my bad, sorry. I'll fix that. I'll do that. Whoops. Oh, and look at that, we got 6 peeps all rocking into here, and we got ourselves 11 likes. I like that ratio. That is pretty amazing. So, thanks. Yeah, this game here, folks, I think we're going to have to drop it back to once a week. It's unfortunate, but honestly, I'm starting to lose my love for it. The reason being is that it is too little, too late for actions needed to bring the game up to snuff. It's been pushed into full release, and I honestly can't say that it has been taken out of early access. If you don't have all the features and everything else that was promised in-game during the early access to come out during full access, your game, as far as I'm concerned, is early access. And yeah, it's been out for how long now, and we still haven't gotten half of the bloody things done yet? Sorely disappointed is not the word that I would be using at this point in time. I would... definitely, I'd be hiring more people to actually get the work done at this point. It's gone on far enough, long enough for me now, so I'm not going to completely kill it on the channel, absolutely not. But it is just only going to go down to once a week. That's it. That's all I can really handle now until such time that this game is brought up to full release status. That's the way it's going to have to be. Like I said, I've lost all love and drive for this particular game series. The Dynasty series in total. All of them. Unfortunately, it's beginning to leave a really sour taste in my mouth, and that shouldn't really come out to you guys all the time. So, Will's just going to say to hell with it and bring it out for just once a week. I might play a little bit in the backgrounds and such when I can afford to see if we can get ourselves moving forward in this game. But as it is right now, yeah, we're going to be here till the middle of July before we can even afford that platform truck because of the poorly balancing that's been put into place for it. Absolutely horrendous. No forethought, no thought through, no nothing, as far as I'm concerned. But those are my personal opinions. Thank you so very much, Jeremy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're awesome one for keeping on top of those stats, man. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Respect, respect. Don't get me wrong, the game has got a fantastic concept, but unfortunately the execution has been really slow. You could say it's been painstaking. But at least it does have somewhat of a controller support. That I do enjoy. You can probably hear I still have a little bit of that frog in my throat here this morning. You notice I'm not bouncing around or anything. It's just my legs are on the weak, like extremely weak. I will not be able to climb stairs today if I tried. I'm just too weak from just being exhausted. All that lactose acid, lactic. Lactose. I'm milking cows. That's where I got that one messed up from. I hear you. I hear you, Lisa. I definitely does. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Take your, what is it? I think Emotrin is the #1 migraine stopper. I believe. I hope that helps and works out for you. Oh no. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. But at least you'll be able to have some good time. Good day to you too, Gary. Good morning. Good afternoon. Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be here, that's for sure. Glad to be here. Just doing the reminiscing today, folks, about all the good times that we've had in this series and that. Like I said, I'm not going to kill it completely, but it's only going to now just be once a week on a Thursday. And hope to God that, before, my kid turns 20, that this game is actually in a full release state. But yeah, it's just having a hard time keeping up with the love for it, folks. Having a hard time, especially recently when I've been working with, a developing team who are actual go-getters, who are still hungry, who are, working their butts off. Like, wow, I cannot believe how much work that this one developer that I'm working with has done here. He's putting in the time. I mean, I would say it's almost a crime to his poor family that he's been working so hard. He needs to take a day or 3 for himself, I tells you. Maybe take a year off. He's working really hard. All right, let's go to the map here and see if we have anything other than mowing and transport and sheep missions. Well, of course we have nothing. Why? Because we don't have any food in our tummies, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, give me some boiled eggs. Give me some boiled eggs. Alright. Now let's take a look at that map. Missing sheep. Go to hell. Missing sheep. Piss off. Bush trimmer. Not worth my time. Bush trimmer. Not worth my time. Look at that, folks. We get to go to bed right away first thing in the morning because, well, there's nothing else that we can do to make money other than run around and find some mushrooms and such. So, screw that. And this is the problem that GG faces when he comes into it. There needs to be more options other than absolutely pointless, pain in the ass, mind-numbing, stupid missions such as finding sheep, broken mowing missions, and transports where you're set up to fail. Yeah. Those are, you know, my minimum requirements for this game to actually get rebalanced and something else figured out for doing, for making monies. Because right now, it's just ridiculous. It's just stupid. Zero forethought and zero playthrough and zero, if anything was thought of, then obviously somebody didn't listen and just like, nope, we have to pay investors or something. You know what I mean? They just overrode it with money instead of overriding it with common sense and player ability. Go back to bed, rinse and repeat. That's right. You know what? That's their game. That is this game at this point in time. Until at such point that we can afford to get that platform truck, that is exactly what this game is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mike. If you tried one transport mission once in your 100 hours of playing, and you'll never go back again. Same with the sheep. And, you know, if the mowing jobs actually worked, where you were actually making money instead of losing it from the amount of times you have to get that mower unstuck, well, then that might be a different situation. But that's not the situation that the current game state is in. And it's very disheartening to see that they are... Well, to me, it's a disrespect to the players. It's a total disrespect to the players. You know, like I said, you know, I know that there are some people on the team that are working extremely hard, but unfortunately, you know, how do they say, you know, poop slides downhill? And so, you know, the ones who are on the bottom are working their hardest, but the ones up top are making all the decisions. Hey, Atheist, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, but that's the thing, you know, all I gotta do is just run up and down the side roads, and I got that taken care of. So, you changed your name today? Did a name change? Hey, Rock, how's it going, man? How's it going? How goes the testing over on that DNA side? You still having lots of fun? Kicking some butt? Showing everybody how it's done? The truck doesn't cost anything unless you're low on fuel. You mean the pallet truck? No. In order to buy it, it's going to cost us like 20 plus K. Don't have that yet. Do not have that yet. Need the buggy for the transport missions, otherwise you are completely set up to fail. Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing, you gotta wait until now that's even upgraded, but you gotta have X amount of vehicles before you can start working as a mechanic and work on fixing up your vehicles, so... Yeah. Just nothing, like I said, setting up a person to fail. It's like, hey, we want you to enter this diving competition, but we're going to change it from water to concrete. What? You know what I mean? Like, it's just... Like I said, I'm not ragging on the game or anything. I'm, you know, it's just, it is what it is. You know, I know that, you know, the team that's working hard on it wants to get more stuff done, but it's out of their hands. Now, there's a lot to be said about contracts, is what I'm thinking. What I'm guessing, I don't know the backstory or anything else, but I'm guessing that there's got to be something dealing with contracts here that, you know, people were not being held accountable. Those who are in charge just aren't making the best calls. No, we'll just leave it open. Heck with it. Heck with it. Let me out. There you go. Let's see, we got any more honeys? Oh, we got the honey. Woo! Alright, let's take a look at the map now. See if we have actually anything to do today. Transport. 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 Look at that. 2 days in a row that we're just doing chores. Yep, because that's what the player wants to do all the time. Just do chores. just to make some money. Let's see. We're at $10,495. Let's go for a quick jaunt and see how much that truck is. But if I remember right, it is like 25,000. And I do not want to use my social points. Oh yeah, no, she's doing amazing over there, Rock. Absolutely, absolutely. Very little training needed for that lady, that's for sure. Very little training indeed. I gotta sneeze. It's because I had my hot chocolate. My sinuses are starting to release. Yep. Yeah, I still love this game. There's still a place for it. It's just... I don't love the current progress that has been taking place over the last 2 years, year and a half. Let's see, it was what? Early release in May? Was it last year? Yeah, so it was early release in May last year. It didn't last a full year before it came out as full release, unreleased, early released. Don't understand. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you very much there, Atheist. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can agree to that, Lisa. You could say that, you know, the shine's polished off the turd. That's the only way I could say that one. Yeah. Yeah, I know eventually at some point in time somebody's going to make a right decision and things are going to get changed and fixed, but I just can't see that happening here within the next 6, 7, 8 months to a year. You know, I cannot see this game being 100%, you know, fully optimized, ready to roll, you know, full release style game that, you know, back in the day, that's what they had to do for a cartridge because none of these upper echelon managements could ever rely on, you know, updating via internet. So, yeah, want to play as a company, play as a company. Gotta put your big boy pants on to step into the arena. Leave your diapers at home. And I don't blame you, Rock. I do not blame you at all for not playing this game for a very long time. I have to admit, I've been playing the Dynasty games much less than the DNA lately. Still enjoy them, just not the same as before. And that's the thing. You know, you can always come back to Farmer's Dynasty, Lumberjack's Dynasty. You can always come back and pick them up and continue playing them. Now, not many games can be said to be able to do that. This happens to be one of them. That, you know, you can do that. You know, the series that they have is a fantastic idea. Just it's been poorly executed. Oh, those are totally different development teams. Atheist. That is totally incorrect. No. It's three different dev teams. One is Magic. I can't remember their full name. They're a brand new company made up of some of the old Witcher team as well. Then there's Yumio and Toplets Productions that are working together to create this game as well as Farmer's Dynasty. And then we have Render Cube that's working on Medieval's Dynasty. But yeah, it's Magic Studios, I think is the full name. Those are the ones that are working on Wild West Dynasty right now. Good morning, Spider-Rat. Good morning. I hope you had your coffee this morning as well. We all kicking back, relaxing, drinking our hot chocolates and coffee this morning. Reminiscing about how this game has been for the last, well, just about a full year coming up here next month. And, you know, at the progress status, or shall we say lack thereof, of progress when it comes to this particular game. Virtual Magic games, that's what it was. Virtual Magic. Thank you, Deuce. Morning, bud. Morning. So if we want to pick this bad boy up, it's $24,000. All right. Looks like we're going to be doing a whole bunch of sleeping. Sleeping and doing eggs and milk. Because, yeah, transport missions you're set up to fail. Mowing missions, you're going to lose more money trying to save your mower than you are trying to, then you're going to make money. And, sheep, yeah, there's only so many sheep you want to go find. I would say almost a full year at the current rate of progress, this should have stayed into full access or early access until May of this year, if they'd gotten at least all the features that are in game to be implemented. You cannot call a full release game where you still have features to implement that you set the expectation up previously. I mean, there are other companies that I have worked with closely very recently that are going above and beyond. They had a full release game, but the public enjoyed the content so very, very much that they took anything that they thought could be for massive large DLCs in the future and started going to town working on them to put them into game to say thank you for the reception they've received. They're taking money out of their pockets to come back just to give to the community. I love it. I love what they're doing over there. I think it's amazing. Hey, Durses! Good morning! Yeah. Lisa just rolled out of bed with her kitties, so she's got to get at least another second pot into her before her eyes really open. Yes, I heard that Deuce had gotten a new purchase, but I wasn't told what it was. Is it a new microphone, Deuce? If that's the case... Oh, I see, for your phone. Very nice, man. Very nice indeed. Oh yeah, there's a ton of stuff, but I don't have a vehicle. I don't have the platform truck yet there in order to take those pallets and go and sell them for monies. So yeah, yeah. I mean, sure, I could bust down a whole bunch of trees and try to get them for sawdust, but that's about it. I have no way of transporting chipboards, no way of transporting wet or dry planks, other than singly with a forklift, and, well, that's just a bad balancing for a player, as far as I'm concerned. Good morning, Mike. Good morning. You got your barrel of coffee going on? I hopes you does. I hopes you does. Yeah, you know, like, that's the thing, you know, I'm not going to tell anybody not to play the game. It's still a great little game. It's got a great, amazing concept. It's just that the concept is, well, left us wanting to have it finished when they call a full release. You know, like last time I checked, you know, the Webster's Dictionary didn't change. It did not change what full and release meant. Full means, well, usually cannot contain anymore. Huh. Release would be, well, on the day of, you know, given to public as a full of 100% full item. This is not the case at this time. Not by a long shot. Then we got the AO Mike coming in here, killing it with his new Trader Life series. Look at the man. He's doing awesome on it. Deuce is just amazing on the bakery sims. That is so cool. And Bone, he's loving this new Scarlet video game that he's playing here. It's good. It's good. It's right up his wheelhouse. So, the Syndicate boys are keeping themselves extra busy, which reminds me, don't forget 8 p.m. Friday nights. We got Friday night multiplayer mayhem going on, where, yes, Mike will be saving us from the jaws of sharks, from the bottom of the ocean, as well as from ourselves when we try to climb the highest peaks and die quickly. Yeah, I was just saying to everybody there, Mike, that I am, due to the lack of effort on parts of certain parties, I will be bringing this down to only 1 day a week. You know, it might get boosted back up again when the game is actually fully released and things actually function and work properly, but I'm not going to be holding my breath because, well, I need those brain cells. I need them. For what? I don't know yet, but I know I'm going to need them for something somewhere along the lines. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but there will be a day where I got to use those brain cells for something. And I'm just not going to beat my head up against the wall any longer. Oh, we're loving it. We are loving it. Most definitely. There's a lot of good times happening there. We're giggling. We're having fun. We're accidentally forgetting to push to talk sometimes. You know we're having fun when it's a little bit of calamity, a little bit of mayhem. So I can't wait for it. I really enjoy starting my weekends off right with the boys, playing on the Friday night, giving everybody smiles. My Wig Wednesdays is for everybody to, just the middle of the week, just to, have a good laugh. But then coming in on Fridays, and that's where we shine and have some fun with those Syndicate boys. Exactly, Mike. That's what I think I'm just going to leave it as every Thursday for me. And just to give you a heads up what I was thinking. Every Thursday for me, I think, will be more than sufficient until such time as this game receives some of the desperate and well-needed love and attention that the public deserves after supporting them for so long with so many mistakes and so many business error decisions. You have no idea. Neither do I. I have no idea what you're building either. But that's okay. We're all going to learn together. There might be several iterations of the raft by the time that we're done with it. Because, we have no idea. How big do we have to make space for animals? How big do we need space for the tree farm? How big do we need space for, everything? We don't know. It's up in the air, but we'll find out. No. You see, Mike jumps into the shark as bait. Then he jumps out of the water just in time for the shark to come by and eat Bone. Or Deuce. Or me. I stayed out of the water there last Friday. I tried doing up a whole bunch of other things. Yeah. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. That's Bone. We can all hear him. Right now we can hear him. Ow, ow, ow. Gotcha, Mike, gotcha. You're doing the pre-content stuff, so yeah, I totally understand that fact. Whereas GG playing here on just the simple side of the live streams, pushing in an hour and a half, for an hour and a half worth of content. Poor Mike here, he's doing that hour and a half to 3 hours to do 1 30-minute video content. If I had better access to that Premiere during the day, then, I might still be making content videos on this thing, but unfortunately, with the way things are going between me and the X, yeah, I just have no idea what day I will have Photoshop, what day I would have Premiere. It's all bounced all over the place on me, so as soon as I'm working, folks, don't worry, I am ditching that particular thing, and I'm going to be getting my own copy of Adobe and Premiere. I do not like being under the thumb of somebody who tries to dictate when and where and how. Not when it was purchased, through her company for me to get all her videos done and everything for the year, and it's being held over my head. I do not appreciate that one tiny little bit. Let's get away from the bloody animals that you can have zero control and turning the sound off of. Alright, let's come over here. Oh look, I'm missing sheep. Oh look, I'm missing sheep. Oh look, I'm missing sheep. I'm guessing that they had to have turned off Fix the Buildings. That is the only thing I can think of, is that they had to have turned off Fix the Buildings. Because since we've started our playthrough for the last, 7 episodes, there has been 0 Fix Building missions. 0. At least in my game. 5 hours one day for a bug to tip me off, and an hour and a half the following day. Oh no. Which milking system do I prefer? Believe it or not, Lumberjacks Dynasty, because I can just reach forward with the Lumberjacks and Farmers Dynasty. I can just reach forward and just press a macro, and it just automatically does it for me. Yeah, honey does sell very well, but here. So one of the better, you're losing some food in the pantry. I have no food in the pantry, so they're just eating other dead mice. Yeah, let's go over here and we'll take a look here at shampoos and such. You know, the big money maker, as everybody puts it. You know, shampoos, shampoos, shampoos. Where the heck is it? Herbal potions? Skin lotion, shampoo. Yeah, they want me to have Barrendale, Nightleaf, and jars of honey. As you can see, I have 0 of everything because, well, I'm not interested in it. I have 0 interest. As far as I'm concerned, the game name is called Lumberjacks Dynasty, not Mushroom Picker, not Herbalist Finder, not have a farm on your... Yeah, I mean, you know, if it was just 1 cow and like 5 chickens, yeah, that I understand. But a complete code swap from Farmer's Dynasty into here, huh? I'm a lumberjack. At least I thought that's what the name of the game was. I'm not a farmer. I'm not a herbalist. I mean, yeah, it's kind of fun to do a little bit of these missions and games and such in between, but yeah. And that's the thing, Lisa. There is a little bit for everybody, but each thing, you should not have to be forced to do each and every little thing. The balancing needs to be done a hell of a lot better. Hey, Indigo, good morning. Oh, you're not late. You arrived exactly when you arrived. That's not late. The only time you're late is when you schedule something and you don't make it. Like, you know, Gigi started like, 3 minutes after the hour. No. You're supposed to start right on the hour because that's the expectation you set. That's when you can be considered late. But there was no expectation. Hey, Zona, welcome my diamond. Welcome my diamonds. How you doing? So at this point in time, I'm just going to collect eggs and milk and then see what we can get for these damn things once we process them. And see if we can get ourselves up to the $24,000, like I said before, the end of July in real life. Because, yeah, I'm probably only going to spend an hour on this particular game every Thursday until we get that new vehicle, because it's pointless for me. Absolutely pointless. The more I have to play it, the more toxic I get feeling about it. You know, just knowing that, there are so many other indie developers that are out there who are so hungry that, are doing their best to, to make great games, to be as very appreciative as they can be, and then there's this. That's, you know what I mean? So more and more I'm exposed to all these different developing teams and everything else over the years, the more and more I understand things. And I can tell the ones that are working hard and the ones that are handcuffed, that's for sure. Yeah, most definitely, Sherry. Yeah, I don't doubt over there. Yeah, nope. I understand, Sherry. I could bring in, at least 2 more peeps when the time comes to help everybody out. Make a bunch of changes and get it growing. Oh, I'm so happy, Zona. That is so awesome. You had to get the new network card in order to have the internet, though. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, Rock, no. That was never an intended feature ever. No. So the only way that works to make chipboard is to run it through the water, goes through the machine, and you get your, 30 kilograms, 25 kilograms per board, or per log, or something like that. That is the only way that was ever expected. If anybody had ever told you different, it was lip service. It was never intended. Yeah, Never intended at all. Wow, a $1,300 upgrade. Whew. Man, I hope your tips during this COVID's been really, really good to help offset those costs. My goodness, man, that's like a full head-on, full summer for you of tips. Whew. Yeah, man. I really do hope that you got yourself some good tips going through on this COVID. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Sherry. A slightly better migraine, or slightly better than a migraine is slightly better than having one. That's a full-on, you know what I mean? Slightly better, still slightly better. An increase. A quality of life approval. Alright, let's take a look again. Missing sheep. Transport. Missing sheep. Alright. Let's go and make some food up and see how many pennies that made us. I agree, Rock. I agree. Yeah, Mike, but you bought the whole PC that came around the network card. Come on now. That's a 3070. That's the AMZ, you know, the AMD Ryzen whole package you got there going on. Yeah, no. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Whoops. We're going to go cook. Time to cook, Jesse. No, that I also figured that, you know, if I keep having to play this bloody early access game from the way that it is, it's just, like I said, it's just going to turn me toxic. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Hot chocolate. Does the body good. Mm-hmm. Yum, yum, yum. Alright. Let's go see if we can make at least $3,000 off of this mess. Nice, Indigo, nice. Oh, nice. That is awesome, Lisa. Gaming rigs in the house. Gotta love it. Good evening, Mr. Rogers. How you doing today, Chris? Hope you and the missus are kicking back, relaxing, and enjoying the life. Ice cold mango passion beer. Well, it's only 10:40 a.m. my time. It makes it a little too early for a beer. Uh-oh, I gotta sneeze and I gotta blow my schnoz. One sec. I would agree, Zona. That is the perfect time for you. Be the perfect time for me, too, if I ever had one of the inklings to drink anything, but I don't. I hurt too much, even after 2 drinks the next day. It just, oh, my muscles just react to it. Something fierce. Nice. That's a cool little project, Lisa. That's kind of like, you know, like some of these model cars that you can get out there. They got a really cool Ecto 1 car that you can do that. It comes to you. I think they send parts once a month, and it's like a 2-year pack. It's pretty cool.
Hello there.
Hello
Welcome
there.
to my store.
What are you selling today?
What are you selling?
Bit of this, bit of that, you know. Some tools, some fishing equipment, some gadgets. Some food for fishermen, too.
What are you selling?
The days of the
bit of
consoles
this,
are numbered,
bit of that,
Sherry.
you know. Some tools, some fishing equipment, some gadgets. Some food for fishermen, too.
Okay, well, just show me what the hell's in your
what
damn
do you
store.
have in your store?
Gosh. Golly. $7, so that's what, $2,100 by the time we sell most of it? Eesh. Let's see. Yeah, we want to keep about 50 on us for eatins. Milk, we can get rid of them all because, well, we're not going to be eating those. Oh, look. We've been in game for quite a few days, actually. I don't know how long we've been playing for. We've been playing for a while. And we're only at 14. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, on to more eggs and honey. Oh, right. Right. Hold on. What's that? Hold on here. Hold on. God damn it. Make the selections easier. Yeah, I do have some apple jams. I could probably make them up, some honey apple jams, yeah. Why is every game left stick click to run except for this one? This one we gotta use right bumper. Reinvented a wheel, anyone? Square pegs, round hole. Apple jam diet only? Gotcha. I'm kind of following the tradition of the Farmer's Dynasty. Eat eggs. That's what came out with originally. Oh, Al. I love Al. Al Borland? Yeah. That was a good show, Home Improvement. I have not seen Sheen. I have not seen the new episodes of their newest show. Yes, it does, Jenny. Yep, reinvented the wheel, didn't they? Does not make any sense. You know, there's AAA companies that went out there and spent a lot of money on how to, you know, properly set up a controller configuration. I mean, take a look at every console game that's out there. What button do they use to run again? Oh yeah, left stick. Left stick. There's a reason. There's an absolute reason for it, but yeah. Yeah, same publisher though. Same publisher, Dynasty series. So that is probably one of, you have to keep the schematics in the contract. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't turn my camera back on. Sorry, folks. After my sneezes and blowing me schnoz, I forgot to turn the camera back on. My bad. So yeah, this is going to be my life for over a year plus in-game probably. Just doing daily chores. Like, really? Oh, that I don't know. I do not know. I did not get that into there. I was contracted for other work for them, so yeah. I really have got nothing to do with the say within how that or anything came up. I was more on the back end of things. That's what I was called in for. But if I remember, E is to check on the status of the vehicle, isn't it? If I remember right. If you walk up to a vehicle, you press E, and then you can see like the gas, the oil, and the repair. I believe. And well, because we know this company so well, they're going to throw another save file down. Just to be safe. The last thing I want to do is have to do it again. We'll have to see what happens when controller support comes out. There may be some new key bindings and such might be able to come available once that program is purchased and installed, but you might be having to wait for sales to come in order to buy the program. Like, you know, I've heard a few people go say, oh, it's not that expensive. It's like, how the hell would you know? Have you bought it before? No. Yeah, if you want to have Logitech support and controller support, fully capable support, the program ain't cheap. It ain't cheap at all. You got to buy a license to use the damn thing. But I mean, with the proper program, there could be key binding and things like that. If I remember correctly from looking at that program about 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. Logitech's controller support software. I remember right, that would give the ability to reassign keys, which would make it so it's customizable to the way that you folks like it. Like for myself, I would love to use all the extra buttons on my mouse to do a lot of the stuff. Exactly, Jenny. See, I'm the same way. I use a controller as well. Being disabled, it is just a lot easier on me to use the controller than it is for me to try to use the keyboards and that all the time. Yeah, and he's listening. He knows, Sherry. He does, but I think it has got probably something to do with the overall cost to do it correctly. I will say this. He is of the mindset that when you do something, you do it very well. Like he's done his best to work within the Unity engines for all the games that he's done. You got to remember, he is doing something what they call in the industry disruptive, meaning that you're going to find a lot of companies are all of a sudden going to start doing copycat games, and they're going to start trying to write up names that, for games that he possibly could expand into. It's a dirty, dirty business. And I could easily see some major competitors who do skin job games. Don't know who in the world could please welcome those ideas. So, yeah. Would never guess who could be trying to steal ideas like that. No, not at all. But I could definitely see that being an issue for him in the future. So I know that he's doing the best that he can. This is not what I wanted. Let me out. Thank you. Let's see. Oh yeah, another transport. Oh, look at that bush trimmer. Oh yeah, finding sheep. Another transport. Yeah, that's another pointless, useless day in the neighborhood of Lumberjacks Dynasty. Let's go back to sleep, shall we? Now that day was a waste. It gave us some eggs and some milk and some... I didn't think we got any honey. Yep, Lumberjacks grind. Doing farming all day. Yeah, I can't be bothered to go and take my lawnmower out and go across any of my fields or anything else that I've mowed down or that I've cut down. Just to find all the different, to have an opportunity to have the possibility to might be finding some sort of flowers or mushrooms that, investment into time is not there, unfortunately. You had one, but the kiddo took it? Typical kiddos, right? Oh, look at that. We got some tomatoes. We got the tomatoes. Tomatoes. And we'll just keep these on us at all times, so that way the mechanic of mice in the pantry is taken care of. Alright, so let's see here. I guess we're going to be doing tomato seedlings because that's the only one that we have in store, because there's absolutely no way at this point in time in order to buy anything else. Oh, you're at the mercy of your neighbors, because there's not a store on the planet that doesn't carry, seeds at all. There's no general store or anything like that in the world that would ever carry any type of seeds, ever. No, not at all. I give up. I do. I see a problem. I offer 2 or 3 solutions to get around it. And it takes 4 months to implement. That disgusts me. It does. It absolutely disgusts me. There is no reason other than sheer laziness that does that. Or it's either that or somebody has no idea how to write a contract. One or the other. Yeah, it's the headphones that you... Well, that's what you get for having those extra spectacular, loud, awesome Bose-style headphones, you know? You're the envy of your kids. Gotcha, yeah, yeah. No, my son used to have his own controller, and then he decided to chew off half of the right analog stick. But I mean, he was 2 when I bought it for him, so I kind of expected that was going to happen. And I can't really say, okay, so I bought this one for me. Actually, I received this one for Christmas, and I gave him my other one because the other one, if you move the buttons, like the right analog stick, it would slowly stick. No matter what you did, it would just slowly keep doing this. You could sit there and tap it and do everything you wanted, but you'd still be moving. So I let him have that one for when he was playing on the... What is the pack that I have? I had like the Sega Dream Pack or something like that, where I got like a ton of Sega Genesis and Master System games. So he loved playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and he didn't need the right stick, so it was fine. Yes, you can plant your trees on your own property once you've reached the, once you paid off the farm. Once you paid off this property to the uncle, you then have access to both a tree planter and a stump grinder. And then you just go to the mill and you just go to Eric, and that's where you buy your trees. And he'll buy all, or you'll buy the saplings from him, which will then just automatically go into the machine. When you hook up to the machine, you can then select the particular type of tree you wish to plant out of the 4, and it gives you circles. It's pretty straightforward on how it can be done. Yeah, that's the way it always is, Lisa. Yeah. You know, like, hey, Mom, can I? No. You may not have the car. No. You may not have the guest house. No. You may not. No. Yes, Logan does give you some seeds in that, if I remember right. There are also some in the chests. But that's fantastic. That doesn't guarantee me as a player his ability to get the ones that I want. I'm at the mercy of randomizers, which you don't do. You don't do that to people. Yeah, you see, the problem is if you let them have the guest house, they ain't never gonna leave. They're never gonna leave. You give them a guest house. Nah, no way in hell. All right. Do we even bother looking just to get disappointed on the map? Do we even bother? 100 eggs? 700 bucks. Oh my god, we got a repair job. Woohoo! They do exist. It's like the M&M commercial. They do exist. Nope, that's still not full enough yet. There we go. Let's go see if they can find it. Is that what it is, Jenny? Okay, I thought that we could find a couple in the chests too when you reach like level 3 or something like that. But either way, it's still retarded. It's excuse the language for saying that. You know, it does trigger some people, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a very bad feature. Somebody needs to get fired. Who or what or when that person is, I don't know. But somebody has responsibility for this type of stuff, and whoever that is either having themselves handcuffed completely, and therefore whoever's doing the handcuffing should really think about getting a different job. Or just overall, there was just bad management of everything. Yeah, it's right at the very beginning. It's one of the quests that happen down in this bottom left corner over here, bottom right hand corner over here. There's this house here. You go there and you fix up her place, and then she gives you some seeds. She gives you 200. Depends on where you start. If this is the very first time that you start the game, it'll give you tomatoes, and then I think if you restart, it gives you zucchini. You restart, it gives you cucumbers. Restart gives you pumpkin, and it just goes through the list. Now, if I remember right, so I want to take this intersection straight up, don't I? Oh no, right. Oh, we are going to Lily's place. All right. And we haven't fixed this bridge yet. I gotcha. Those kids, I tells you, those kids, they try to find their ways. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. That's part of your chores. Yeah, okay. Well, tell you what, how about I do all the cooking and you don't do any of the eating? You know what I'm saying? You know, there's ways to get around it. And she's 32. I'll say this: one of my sisters has a mental challenge, and you know, she never graduated past grade 8. By the time she was 18, she'd worked really hard to get that grade 8. So I mean, I really, just so proud of her for pushing through everything that she has to deal with, and she did it. And it may have taken her 8 years to get herself there, but she did it. She worked hard every day to do that, even. So, when I see other things, people who are, trying to, use it as a security blanket, hide underneath it, it pisses me off because to me, it de-evaluates how hard my sister worked to get herself to there. And she is now capable of being a supervisor at Walmart because she took the time and years to learn exactly what it is that she needs to do in that position. And she does fantastic. Even if you fixed it, still shows it's not fixed. The bridge? Gotcha. Yep. Checks and balances, all the things that this game is sorely lacking. I mean, I love the game, I love the people, I just don't know who or what or where the blame falls on for releasing a early access game in the full release state. There was a lot of tears and a lot of frustrations, but she just kept at it. But that is who she is. She's not stubborn. She is on her own. She's always been the type of person to say that if it is something that I want, I'm going to try my best to make it happen. And she's done very, very well. Very well indeed. Absolutely love her, and she's the one who I get my attitudes from. That, no matter what, perseverance, you keep going, that type of stuff. She's the one who inspires that in me every day.
I'm not surprised.
Through all the adversity, through all the problems, kids are mean, that she went through in her entire
I
life.
can't talk to you now.
She is an inspiration, for sure.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. You need help with something around here?
Need me to help you with something?
I need that building fixed. That one there. Will you do it for me?
Sure, dude. Just show me with the 560 euros. Fine.
Sure, no problem.
Wow. Yep. Going to be here until next
Just
July.
can't keep it to himself.
Really? That is interesting.
Yep.
Everybody knows about it.
Can you believe it?
Yes, it was. Christine was a much nicer red and blue. I don't know who came up with this new color scheme on it. To me, I think it looks horrible. I used to use Christine in every single thumbnail I ever made with this game because it was more legit looking. It looked closer to, you know, like what it should have with the original paints. You know, like you grabbed another fender from one of the other vehicles, you know, to finish it up type deal, you know. And then they came out with this god-awful satin yellow and blue color, and it was no longer part of my thumbnails at all. It's not that I don't like change. Heck, I embrace change, but I embrace good change for good reasons.
He just can't keep it to himself.
Alright, so can't wait to once again waste all that hammer repair as soon as I go over here and use a scaffold.
That's what I've always said.
Some secret. Everybody knows.
That's what I've always said.
Yep. My neighbor just let his dog out. But unfortunately, at the same time, it sounds like the this dog's service. What do we call these guys here? They pick up all the poop and stuff. I can't remember what the heck their name's called.
Can we do something about
Lawn maintenance, something or other. I don't know. But anyway, yes. He let the dog out just as they tried to get through the gate. Now I can hear the dog just going ballistic. What the hell are you doing in my yard? Who the hell do you think you are? What are you doing here?
Well, I
Get out of
guess
my
someone
house.
just has to do it.
Well, if I hadn't seen it for myself.
Yeah. But you didn't see me taking thumbnails of your brand all the time. Now did you, Bruce? If you take a look at my thumbnails now, the orange and yellow is kind of like my comic color border brand, right? But yeah, no, I really did like the old Christine way better.
Can't say I'm
Once again, it was an unnecessary change, so, you know, they had to make it.
I do it almost all
Yeah,
the time.
instead of putting in, you know, fixing a mechanic of the game or anything else, we got a new color Christine.
Guess someone just has to do it.
Yep. Instead of spending those 3 to 6 hours, whatever it took to order to remodel and bake that thing into what it is today,
This is interesting.
it was more important for that than it was to fix the bugs. Any bugs.
Completely different.
Just one bug even. See, that's my dilemma currently at this time. Is just I gotta just shake my head on a lot of this stuff. Like, really?
With
Just
my own eyes.
really? Whoa.
You even remind
Was anybody thinking? Anyone at all? Did not somebody just in a meeting
Tell anyone.
not even pipe up once to say that, oh, this might not be a good idea?
some secret everybody knows.
All right, look at that. We got it. We got it. I was going to say they didn't fix any of the scaffolding bugs, but it looks like they did. You betcha, Sherry. You go to that appointment. You give those teachers hell. You tell them that if they don't give little Johnny an extra 10% on his next test, they're coming after him. You got a beast computer now, and you know how to use it.
I guess someone just has to do it.
Can you believe it?
Hey, Drew. No, we're just saying that, you know, they put the they changed Christine around. The truck used to be red and blue, and now it's a yellow and light
I
blue.
do it almost all the time.
I mean, just take a look at any of my old school thumbnails that for this series. You'll see what Christine used to look like,
Everyone's heard about it all.
but now it's completely changed, completely different. So they changed the model on it, like for, you know, the coloring, the texturing, because now it's got a satin finish and all this other type stuff to it.
Everybody knows about it.
But the game is still loaded with bugs.
Really? That is interesting.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Over. No.
Well, I guess someone just has to do
All right, so look at that. My wife just cut my phone off. My ex-wife. Yep.
Talks too much.
Oh man, the lawyers are going to rip her a new one. Absolutely rip her a new one.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Everybody knows about it.
Yeah. This day just gets lovelier and lovelier.
You can't tell anyone that, He just can't keep it to himself.
Can you do something about it?
Yeah, she just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing, trying to get reactions every day. Every day. Yep.
Everyone's heard
And
about
she
it
makes
already.
sure that she does it too when I'm on stream. She does it every time. You guys ever notice that?
Everybody knows.
The only time she ever contacts me is when I'm streaming. And like I said, she does it 100% on purpose. It's like, the judge is going to rip you apart. He knows exactly what you're doing.
Really?
Like, you think, Jesus Christ. You know, it's not like, you know, there's been like 600 other people out there smarter than you this year trying to pull this bullshit. It's just, it's laughable. It is laughable.
Himself.
So yeah, now I don't have a phone. Now that's going to be real interesting trying to call legal aid and everything else now that I don't have a phone now, isn't it? Huh?
Well, if I had
Yeah, so go figure.
You know, he talks too much.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly, Bob. She wants to see if I does something stupid on there that she can use against me in court. And it's like,
Can you
no,
believe it?
there's nothing you can use against me in court. I'm sorry that, you know.
It's true. I saw it with my own eyes.
That's just so typical.
Yep.
That's what
You
I
want to know
always
what's typical? This game.
Really? This is interesting.
Alright, so GG's probably going to have to put a donation goal up for whatever his phone bill is going to be after he has to, at some point, figure out how to pay for gas money to get myself down to a store location to get my number ported.
That's just so typical.
Yep. Lovely. Just keep making things even better for me there. Just absolutely, just, you know,
Understand?
no abuse whatsoever. None. Nope.
Some secret. Everybody.
God damn, eh? Yeah, there's something called financial abuse, and oh my god. Speeds.
Don't even remind.
Great job. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. I'll take that 560. Because, you know, I could have slept through and made more in eggs than that. Oh, no, exactly. No, exactly true. Exactly. Every time she's done something like this, the lawyers know. The lawyers, it's all right here. It's not like it's not going away. Hey, how's it going, Bob? Welcome, my man. Shoulder's killing you. Oh, that's not good. No, exactly. It is a form of harassment. No, and they know it is. You see, her phone has a particular IP address. Her laptop has a particular IP address. The participants happens to have a particular ability to show who's been in during live chats. So, yep. If she just wants to keep throwing it on, the lawyers will be more than happy to keep piling it back. Hmm? You know, that's exactly what she's trying to do. She's trying to get my reaction on Steam or on camera. So that way, oh, see, this is the way he is. This is, it's like, no. I'm sorry, but now that, you know, I have sleep, that, you know, I've had more than, 20 minutes for each day for over 3.5 months, my mental awareness is right up there. Yeah, can't push me around like that when I've had my sleep. Sorry. That's right. Yep, exactly. Just cruising all the way back home. Well, yay! It only took 7 days in game to get ourselves at least a build mission. So yay! That was something. That was something than just doing collecting eggs and milk. Oh yes, there is, Mike. There is. Oh, and she's done it in a way, so you know, she texts like, "You'll have to start taking over your payments in May." Really? Oh, what the hell fucking day is it right now? Okay, you've prevented me from getting onto welfare so far. You refused to answer the questions, the minimum amount of questions that I need for legal aid, and yet you're telling me that once again. That, oh yeah, on February 12th, you told me that you weren't going to pay for anything, when on the 14th, I had all my bills due. You see what she does? You know what I mean? But anyway. No, I'm not cutting down the tree every day. There's no point. I mean, to cut down trees or anything along those lines, I only have a forklift to transport anything off to the, I don't have a platform truck. And without the platform truck, I'm not going to drive that slow-ass, broken-down forklift 1 pallet at a time to the location. That is not proper balance of the game. Not proper balancing at all. And yeah, you do have to do the sleep thing. Ooh, torn rotator cuff. Ooh, jeez. 420 at 420? That's interesting. That's a weird day, weird time to have a doctor's appointment for that. Oh, speaking which, tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment at 10 a.m. in the morning. Basically, at this point, I do have to push our morning bit mining, hanging out with the members only type thing Friday mornings. I will have to push that until noon. My actual appointment's at 10 a.m. my time, so that's what, 2 p.m. Eastern for all you other folk? So that'll be when I come back with the next tomorrow stream. I do have one that goes on tonight for members only. Episode 3 of the Back to the Future series. Looking forward to kicking that one off. Really been enjoying that game. I never played a Telltale game before this one. And I'm starting to learn it. I'm starting to understand how it works. No, not for the magic tree. For the magic tree is a save reload. It does, Bob, it does. I will not go back to chemicals unless I absolutely have to, and it will be under the contract of duress at that point in time. I'm sorry, medical institution has fried my brain one too many times with chemicals, trying to figure out how they can help. Yeah, sure, put a guy into an emergency room with serotonin syndrome. Yeah, that's definitely helping. Do no harm, right, docs? Do no harm? Sure, let's just pump these guys full of chemicals to see what reaction happens. We'll give them a different variety of cocktails. Yeah, are you sure I'm supposed to be taking this stuff, Doc? It just doesn't make me feel so good. No, we'll up your dosage. If it don't make me feel so good, don't worry. It's just, you get the right dosage in you. Are you sure? Because things aren't working so great upstairs. Don't worry, this is our jobs. Okay. And emergency hospital we are. Don't tell your wife. Yeah, she'll pull you over and give you a ticket for that. What we need is one of them little aluminum trailer link things like you got there for doing your home renovations, Mike. That's what we need. Nice, Lisa. Well, you see, if I were to move back to the old city that we used to live in where my diagnosing doctor is, then none of this would be an issue. I would have no problems getting all my paperwork and everything else filled out. But I do not have the ability, nor does my vehicle have the safety in order for it to drive all the way up there for 3 hours to drive back home again here for another 3 hours just to get a whole bunch of paperwork signed up that, just because the medical professions can't talk to each other properly in their offices, the little guy gets screwed over. Me in this case. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. Here, Mike, sorry, here. Yeah. Oh, you got a side effect. Here, we'll give you this so you don't have that side effect anymore. Well, how about you give me a fucking pill that doesn't give me the side effect? Duh. I'm sorry, but, does common sense not part of the school for the College of Physicians and Surgeons? Just asking. Just saying. It just does not make any sense to me. It makes my brain hurt trying to think about all that stuff. Yeah, anything she can do to, hurt my chances of finding work or anything along those lines. Yeah, it's just a piece of work, that lady. Absolute piece of work. But actually, I think because I'm going to be coming back again at 8 p.m. Eastern, that's going to at least give me some time here to see what I can do about, figuring out the phone. She hasn't cut it off just yet, but she's made sure that she let me know during the stream that, as of May, I'm going to have to pay for it myself. And the billing period's up on the 21st. So, that gives me 5 days to get this figured out. So, at the same time, she can't just force it, all right? The only thing that she can do is completely cut it off. Completely. Now, can you imagine what the lawyers are going to do with somebody who does that? By all means, yep. But, she's the one who's like, oh, no, we're going to work things out. Yeah, my ass, you just did this to try to set me up as much as you could. And, yeah, the courts are on to you. Especially when I put in for, this is what she's going to do, this is what she's going to do, this is what she's going to do, and what she's going to do. And, well, welcome to her timetable. They never forget or concede. I like that. But I think this is where I'm going to end things, folks. We've been live for about an hour and 15 minutes out of the hour and a half that I had planned on doing for today. We'll be back again next Thursday with some more Lumberjacks Dynasty, where we will still collect some eggs, some honey, some sleep, and some more times before we can afford the awesome, amazing platform truck that should be available a lot earlier in game. But thank you so very much, folks. I gladly appreciate every single last one of y'all for being here. I wish yourselves a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or good night. Thank you for taking the time to kick back, relax, unwind with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.